How's it going, guys? I've been camped out just outside of quite a ways out of Revelstoke. But I'm just making breakfast and then we're heading back to Revelstoke. To do what? I don't know. To be honest, I've been waiting on something to come into Vernon. And I've been hanging around Revelstoke for the last probably 2 weeks now. And Revelstoke's kind of just kept me here for the last little while. But anyways, I'm going to finish making breakfast and then we're going to hit the road. So I kind of had like an idea of what to do for a video today, but I think I want to change that. There's been one I've been kind of wanting to talk about. I just haven't really been able to put it forward and actually figure out how I want to talk about this. But it's the fact that I've seen like quite a few videos of people worried that this lifestyle is like dying out and you're not going to be able to do it in, let's say, like 5 years, whatever. I just kind of want to give my little bit of an opinion on that. So I think the first thing I have to say is that this opinion is based on my country of origin. Canada's a really big place, but for the most part, like traveling around Alberta and British Columbia and Saskatchewan, I have a good know-how of how this lifestyle is going in all of these places. I also want to add the difference between necessity and choice. I am doing this lifestyle by choice. If I wanted to, I could leave right now, go get another house and move in, no problem, whatever. That's just how it is. There's people out there that are doing this lifestyle and they don't have a choice and they're in it. And for obvious reasons, they're probably not too happy about it. This would be a really hard lifestyle for someone if you don't want to be in it. If you had a family of 4 and then you're stuck in this lifestyle for those reasons, this could make things very hard. So I have to emphasize on that I am doing this by choice, and anyone that's not doing this by choice is going to have a completely different experience, and that's just how it is with this. Obviously, there's some people that make the best out of every situation, and maybe they fall into it and they actually like it, but that's a very rare case. Most people that are forced into this do not want to be in it. And that's where you get things like overstaying welcomes, overstaying in like one spot and stuff, and just kind of that whole side of it. And that's a whole nother issue, and I'm just not going to get into that. But what I am going to get into is people like me getting into this for either the fact they just don't want to spend the extra money on rent, or just living in a house just isn't your thing. Right now for me, living in a house just isn't my thing, and I just really like traveling. So getting into this lifestyle and going into it for traveling was an easy decision for me. And while I did make some sacrifices to get into this lifestyle, I all in all feel like it was very worth it for me. And worth it for me in the fact that I'm able to basically travel anywhere in this country and be able to stay there for free. Well, somewhat, if you include the price of this rig and upkeep and everything. I guess it's not free, but a lot cheaper than what most people would do, and a lot more freedom to drop a coin and just go. I don't have to give notice. I don't have to do anything like that. I just turn the key and leave. Unless there's repairs, then I turn a wrench and then leave. Turn a wrench, turn the key, and then leave. There we go. And there's also people that are stationary in a small town or in a city, and they're working a full-time job. I was doing that before this. Before I was traveling, ultimately my goal was to travel and do this, but I found it very much possible to do this with just a normal rig. That being said, there's a whole nother underlying like stuff where like you knew all the people in a small town and you're living in your truck camper and everyone knows. That's a personal issue, and I think a lot of people really just don't care because they're worried about their own lives. But boy, in the last like I think it's now been just over a year and a half now of doing this lifestyle. I really don't care what people think about me doing it. If anything, I think it's like, I don't know. I feel very fortunate to be able to do it. So, yeah, it's been good. So obviously staying in one place versus traveling, there's pros and cons to both. And we're in your town, we're spending money. But also a lot of people see it as a bad thing because, well, we're not spending enough money, I guess. But I also argue that because it comes down to the fact, if I wouldn't be coming to your small town. I wouldn't be coming to Whistler if I had to get a hotel because I can't afford $400 a night for a hotel. There's no way I'd ever want to do that. That's just ridiculous. I'll go somewhere else. This lifestyle allows me to go to these places that I can't afford and be able to actually like spend money in their community, do whatever, go up the ski hills and all that stuff, mountain bike in the area, just everything like that. But if I had to get a hotel, I wouldn't be able to do it. Now, people living stationary, I believe the biggest thing with them would be you're working on a normal job. I really don't see a difference in that. Other than like you're not paying a landlord or something like that. Like you're just kind of living in the area and just living your own way. I could be wrong about this too, but I think most people living full time out of like a van in one place still have like the desire to travel and stuff, or they have the desire to maybe move into something like a house at some point, and they just don't want to pay rent. They want to save up and actually buy a house, which this is an awesome way to do it. You save a lot of money doing this lifestyle. As much as people want to say you don't, you can. If you are buying a used rig and not spending $250,000 on a Sprinter or something like that, you can definitely save money in this lifestyle. You can stack dollars and get yourself into a house. Like, dependent on where you live. If you're in one of the most expensive cities in the world, that's a whole nother story. Just cleaning up right now, get ready to go. Believe it or not, the drive back is about an hour and a half just to Revelstoke, but it's worth it because I spent about 4 days out here. Yeah, 4 days, so not too bad. I don't mind doing a long drive to spend a while out in somewhere remote. It's nice and quiet. You never have a sleep where there's loud traffic or anything. Just really good out here. Believe it or not, if I put my water right in this corner and put the pillow up against it, it never falls. Yet. Knock on wood. So at places like Walmart and wherever else you're allowed to, I don't know. I think it was mostly just Walmart before. Have they become more difficult to stay at? Yeah, definitely. I won't lie about that. I'm still able to find them though. Certain ones do still allow it. Not all of them, but certain ones do. You basically have to ask them if you're allowed to stay. Also, good rule of thumb, if there's a bunch of signs saying no camping, no overnight parking at them, then usually it's a no-go. As for other businesses, I know there's like Cracker Barrel and stuff like that in the US, but yeah, we don't really have that here. So basically my go-to for if I'm in a city or something has always been kind of Walmart. I don't like street parking. So the fact that I still haven't even like started doing more street parking or anything, I think that kind of says a lot that there's still a lot of places to park left in this lifestyle. And I think my only rule of thumb is if you go to a place like a Walmart or something and there's a lot of people parked there, it's probably going to get shut down pretty quick. My times at Walmart, it's usually park there for the night and then leave. Unless there's a blizzard or something, I guess I've done that a few times. I've stayed at, but that's certain Walmarts that are not very popular, and it seems, yeah, if there's a lot of people there, I'm gone pretty quick. But But all in all, like, finding places for me to camp hasn't been that much of an issue, especially now that summer's here. I'm at like wonderful places like this spot here. I mean, there's some trash right there, but you guys actually seen this spot in an earlier video. I was camped out here with friends. We actually just ended up coming back here for a few days. I needed to get editing done and stuff like that, and just to hang out basically. Also a nice lake here. But yeah, like, if I didn't want to stay an hour and a half out Revelstoke, it's not impossible. I could have, like, there's lots of spots around Revelstoke I could have stayed that were closer, that weren't street parking. Are all these spots nice? No, definitely not. Some are like truck stops, and sometimes you're going to have a night listening to a truck running all night. And that's why I come out to places this far out, just for that reason. So far in Canada, I feel like, other than in like really big cities where van life is very popular, I haven't had really a big issue with trying to find places to park for the night. And trust me, if I am having an issue with it, you guys will be the first one to know. I've never had a time where I'm like driving all night looking for a place to sleep. That's a cool rig. So this video is actually not going to be all about me talking about this lifestyle. My friend actually, we're going to try to fix her, it's the shower drain. It's leaking. So when we get back to town, we're going to pull off on the Bigfoot 10.6, there's a belly pan on there. And we're going to pull it off and see if we can get that fixed up. Obviously, I think the drain has come unplugged on there, so it's leaking down into the basement and then leaking out. There shouldn't be any water damage because that whole belly pan is the only thing the water's touching. So it shouldn't have hurt any wood or anything. Hopefully not, or else it could be a bigger project, but I guess we'll see. Her and her boyfriend Matt are from New Zealand, and I met them last year, and yeah, we've all just kind of kept hanging out every now and again. Whenever we're in the same area or whatever, we all kind of just meet up. So that's been nice, as I've been a solo traveler for a very long time. And it's nice to meet people doing the same lifestyle. But anyways, guys, I am going to get out of this forest and start making my way back to civilization. And I don't want you guys to think I'm naive and that like this lifestyle, like all of a sudden they wouldn't ever just come out and say you're not allowed to live in your vehicle anymore, period, whatever, it's a felony or something. Very unlikely. I feel like they'd have to fix a lot of other problems in this world before they would start attacking us. There's a lot bigger problems than us people living in truck campers, vans. And also, RV living has been around for a lot longer than most people think. It's a big thing with Canadians to travel south for the winter in their massive RVs and go stay wherever. Head over to Quartzsite, Arizona, like places like that. Van life has literally been around since like, well, just about the start of time of vans. Like, this hasn't been something that's new and revolutionary and they're gonna go, no. I don't think it's like, during 2020, it definitely got more popular. There was a big influx boom of it, but it's definitely died down a lot. It's definitely leveled out a lot since then. Is it more popular than it was 10 years ago? Oh yeah. A lot of creators are making videos about it now, and that's just about everything though. Like 10 years ago, I didn't know what mountain biking was. Now I see like a million channels of mountain biking. It's gotten more popular. They are feeling the effects right now because 2020 mountain biking got very popular, and then right now it's kind of slowed down quite a bit. But I would argue that it's still more popular than it was before. I think in popular, it's the same thing as like trying to buy a vehicle right now. The prices went up so crazy, but people are still buying it. And that's just because it's most likely not going to stop. People do what they do. People have dreams of what they want to do. And they're going to go out and chase that dream of what they want to do, whether it be van life, whether it be buy a house. Like, and from the day and age, people have been saying that, oh, this something's going to get taken away from you because you're doing something you want to do. And I think it just comes down to fear mongering. I'm not, like I said, I'm not naive to think that this couldn't all just end and be shut down and outlawed or whatever, but, and some towns it does seem like that, but I still hear reports of people in Whistler staying inside Whistler overnight in a van. I don't know how they do it, but they do. Same thing with like Squamish and stuff. I don't think I advise any of that because, I don't know, they just make it so difficult now. It's just not enjoyable. I don't like living stealth life in this lifestyle. I'm taking this from Chrome on Van Say Van Life, but doors wide open kind of guy. I like people knowing that I have no shame in this lifestyle. This is my life. This is my choice. This is like, I'm very proud of the choices I've made to end up in this lifestyle and to where it's going. And I'm proud to be a part of this community. And so when I hear people going online saying to other people and that, oh, it's going to be over soon, we're not going to be allowed to do this, I just don't like that negativity. Could they be right? Maybe. What do I know? I'm just some guy that lives in his truck camper. And at the end of the day, the best I can do is keep my campsites clean and give no reason for anyone to outlaw camping. Because at the end of the day, that's all they're doing. Like, unless you're following me around every day, how do you know I don't have a house? Well, I post everything on YouTube, so obviously you guys know I don't have a house, but yeah. You guys are great. I think what I'm trying to say is, if you want to do this lifestyle and you're worried that it's not going to be around in 5 years, don't go into debt to do it. Be responsible and everything. And like I've always said, you don't need the biggest, baddest rig to go do this lifestyle. There's plenty of people just as happy as me living in a cargo van or anything like that. Maybe even happier. They probably get better fuel mileage. And honestly, they still get these views. My friend's here. I decided I needed to go to the car wash today. I don't think this bay works. Okay, now we can wash. Alright, before we start this project, I need an ice cream. I have decided that. gonna be honest with you guys, I'm starting to feel like a Revelstoke local. I've been here for like 2 weeks. Just one of those moments. I am planning on getting out of here pretty soon. I have an idea of a video I want to do, and I have to leave town for it. And that'll probably be in the next, well, after this weekend. But first, we're gonna try to get this shower drain fixed on her camper. Okay, after much time thinking about the consequences and taking it off, because we only have till 5 before the hardware store closes, so we decided to see if we can just do it fast.
You have to take out the actual top lift part.
Once they're cracked?
Yeah, so once you can get it loose, just remove the pin down there and then slide that out.
Okay.
They have to come out, otherwise they hit the...
Okay. Uh-oh. Origami. There we go. All right, we're ready to drop it now. It's always so nerve-wracking. What?
I don't think we need video evidence if it falls. The insurance company might think I'm an idiot.
No. Okay. Okay, so a little more. Okay guys, so as you can see, Northern Light doesn't have one of these. A belly pan like this? That's what we're gonna be pulling off to see what's wrong with this shower. The real thing we are doing right now is having a race between DeWalt and Milwaukee.
It's not fair.
I have a handicap right now because I'm an impact drill and I have rusty screws I'm trying to get through.
Well, my handicap is my weak little arms. Can't hold it on.
So technically we both have a handicap right now, so it makes it a fair race.
You know, it's just like, I feel like it's opening Pandora's box.
Maybe a little bit. Oh no. The pan is off.
I don't want to do this.
Okay, we'll just put it all back then. We don't have to do this. We can just put it all back and not fix it and act like there's no issues. It'll be fine.
I don't want to do this.
It's not even gonna be bad.
Oh.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes. Almost. There we go. We got it. Okay. Yeah, they added some stuff. What's all this look like? Not bad, actually. She had nothing to worry about. Everything is fine. There's no rot. Everything is good.
I believe it might be like just up here.
No, right here.
Oh, what?
Yeah, this is broken right off into it. So the issue is right up here. You guys can't see it, but this piece, well, you can actually. It's broken right off into the tank, which is actually pretty common. Northern Lights do it all the time. It's usually from just going down roads and vibrations and stuff, like nothing else you can really do about it. I'm just hoping we don't have to go to Vernon or something to get stuff, but...
If we do, yeah. I'm just going to put it back on the truck, load it up, and then drive it all the way to Vernon.
And then unload it and fix it there.
Well, if you go driving to Vernon, you might as well.
Yeah. Okay guys, it has been a minute. We're still working on it. We had to run to the store, get a lot of supplies, including a pipe wrench, and hopefully that will take this piece off. And yeah, So this one here is basically the drain valve from up there. Shout out to the guy at Home Hardware. He told me to cut these, well, us to cut them. And yeah, he gave us a tool and everything. It didn't fit, but luckily I'm crafty and used just the blade. So if you ever have one break in your tank, get a blade, go up top, cut it out like that. Should work. Okay guys, after some technical difficulties, I think we got her. We just gotta glue it all together, put it in, and away she goes. Alright guys, we got it. It's all fixed. Put another support in. We got a duct coming back here. It's good, just like that. Alright, you guys kept suggesting that I pick up some sort of grill or something. And well, I did. It's just a simple one, but it makes it so nice when you can just cook outside for it. So I thought I'd get one. Butane. Believe it or not, when I bought my first stove, when I had my Jeep, this was the stove. And it worked great, except in winter. If you used it outside in winter, it was no good. No bueno. That's not right. There we go. Voila. Oh, look at that. We got fire. Isn't that sick?
Working!
No leaks?
No water!
Awesome.
Success!
We just checked it. No leaks. Everything's good. I think. No leaks. All good. Perfect. Ooh, that's a little hot. So a little bit more of what I was talking about yesterday with basically what I've been hearing with people saying that this lifestyle is going to end or something. I don't think so. I think you guys know that my opinions that I don't think this lifestyle will ever be a thing that absolutely stops unless it just becomes unpopular. There could come a time when vehicles get too expensive or something like that maybe, but as for again like outlawed or anything, I really don't think so. To this day and age, people love camping. I mean, back in the day, camping was just life, but you know, now it's recreational. And I understand why some people would think this, because like you can get a really bad experience from like, there's certain places you'll go to that the van life scene is really popular, and you tend to get, I wouldn't even say harassed as much, but moved along a little bit more. They're more aware of what you're doing, and I think at certain times it became such a problem there of just so many people doing it that it got a bit overwhelming. And those are usually extreme cases. Squamish, that's an extreme case, like very, very much. It got very, very, very big there, very, very fast. Like I went to Squamish and I didn't even bother to try to stay in town. I just went to the outskirts and found somewhere else because it was too bonkers. What I've never gotten is the people that really like the stealth camping type thing. I guess if you absolutely, positively just need a place to sleep for the night, I could like to have a very slow, relaxing morning. So when I go somewhere and I stay the night, I like to be able to wake up, have my coffee, have some breakfast, have a slow morning. I don't like to wake up at 4 a.m., rush out of there and go do it somewhere else. I'd rather not have to start the vehicle, get ready, all that stuff, and get out of there. I just like a slow morning. If I don't want to get out of bed, it's fine. It's just a nice morning. So I strive to try to find places that I don't have to try to be stealthy. Even though I don't think that's even a thing because, well, my truck camper's not very stealthy. You can usually tell that I'm in here. And I like it that way. Makes thieves think twice. So we have decided to hike up to the Boulder Mountain viewpoint. I've never done this hike before. It's pretty short, it's like 2K, but I don't know, it looks like a popular one here, so super excited to try it. Can't forget the bear spray. And you guys. Can't forget you guys. See, I turned around to park for the exact reason I didn't want to be trapped in the forest. Honk!
We going on a line, and we're not scared.
Just out here enjoying the nature. Is this it? I think so, they graveled it.
I think so.
Oh wow. So, the view is wonderful. There's also a black bear that just loving life down there, enjoying a real nice berry bush. I think we'll just leave him alone. So many mosquito bites. Woohoo! Home. Well, other than like just spotting the bear up there and having to kind of hightail it out of there, that was a really good hike and I enjoyed it. Very short, but good views. So that's pretty wonderful. Anyways, we're just heading down by the river here and just gonna go hang out down there for a bit. Try to cool off a little bit. It's very warm today. Very, very humid. It's just hot. definitely see a storm is coming in. That is for sure. We're supposed to get a massive rainstorm tomorrow, so should be good. It's gonna make it a little bit more interesting for me because, well, I have to find a place to camp tomorrow. I'm leaving Revelstoke, and as much as I've had fun here, I'm ready to leave. I've been here now 3 weeks for reasons I cannot say yet. It's something exciting, but yeah, it's just taking a while. So I'm gonna go explore other areas and continue waiting for the thing keeping me from heading west. But until then, guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to take you with me on the next one. Later.